want in USC's bowl game? We judged Terrence's playoff bracket and who are the NFL frauds. All that and more coming right up. It's the 1-hour season finale of the water cooler. Where else would you rather be? Good morning and welcome to the Water Cooler, your home for USC Sports Banter. I'm your host, Anthony Bettino, joined alongside Terrence Holden, Casey Kasner, and Dylan Luden. Now guys, the regular season is over and it's time to start some bowl game speculation. So I want to know who you guys want to see USC play.
We need a rematch of the 2006 National Championship, the Rose Bowl.
And I couldn't agree more with you, Terrence.
It needs to be Texas versus USC, the Alamo Dome. No better place. Well, there's lots of better places to do it. There's lots of better places to do it.
Let's not say no better place than the Alamo.
I don't know. The Alamo Bowl, that's top tier right there. USC's never played in it before. Going to be a fun matchup, whoever they play against. I would like to see Texas, though. Our producer, Jared, we'd love to see it against him. Horns down, baby. But I would love to see that matchup. Arch Manning against Jaden Mayoff in that offense. I mean, the Texas defense is fantastic. They're solid, not fantastic. But I do think that would be the most fun matchup.
I couldn't agree more with you. And I mean, they don't really go hand in hand, but like sometimes when you think USC, you go back to the little rivalry Texas.
I think you have to because of that 2006 game.
And there's definitely no shortage of bad blood. They've been playing a long time.
Which, by the way, Vince Young was down.
There's still a lot of hate between these two teams. I also think a game like that could possibly maybe get some seniors to actually play instead of sitting out. A game of this caliber against Texas, a rivalry renewed in a really big matchup in a big stadium and a really big bowl game too. Like, I think that'd be great for both programs, to be honest. And like I said, there's a lot of bad blood still. There'd be a lot of hatred there, and I think it'd be an awesome game to play.
Agreed. Do you guys want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, you're dominating the conversation.
Yeah, I know. It's never stopped you before, but go on.
Well, I like BYU as an opponent because I feel like...
Shocker. Big BYU over here.
The new Mormon over here.
He's in the pockets of big BYU.
Well, I think, I mean...
You're the donor. You're the donor we were talking about earlier.
You're the
one donating to BYU.
Just remember, he dressed up as a priest for Halloween. I don't know about that.
Okay, well...
Sure.
Just go.
I think BYU as a matchup is really intriguing because they have a really good run game. L.J. Martin, Bear Bachmeier's a running QB. And USC has been a bad run defense team all year. This is their time to say, hey, let's really invest in stopping the run. Let's beat a team that is better than us.
They cannot. They
can't
can invest and they won't stop the run.
But they said that against Texas A&M last year. Oh, USC won't beat Texas A&M. Oh, they won't beat Louisville 2 years ago. I think the bowl game is where
those were a lot smaller magnitudes.
That's actually also why I wanted to play Texas. I want to be SEC killers.
Louisville 2 years ago was a top 20 team. Texas A&M last year, it's an SEC opponent that USC took down.
Yeah.
This year, USC can beat a team that was really on the bubble making the playoff if they don't make the playoff. If they don't make the playoff in BYU. And I think it's going to be an intriguing matchup. They're keeping Coach Shiitake.
Yes, I love Coach Shiitake. He's amazing.
Satake, guys. Satake.
We said that. We said that.
No, you said like
No, Terrence,
you said Shiitake.
you heard wrong. You heard wrong.
Like
Coach
Shiitake mushrooms.
Coach Shiitake.
Yep, that's okay.
But obviously, I'm going to go with BYU here too as well with Casey because like Casey and I, we both think that they won't make the playoff. They're going to lose to Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game. But this is also the most realistic option, I believe, for who USC
that's
will
probably
play.
correct.
I mean, it's very well known that they will be playing in the Alamo Bowl. I haven't seen any other different bowl projections yet for the USC. But I mean, if BYU wins, then I feel like the next realistic option would be to play Iowa State, and that would be a very unentertaining game.
Houston.
I mean, Iowa State literally minutes ago just lost their head coach.
That's why I don't want them to play Iowa State.
Yeah, I guess they'll be boring to Penn State.
Yes, to Penn State. Breaking news, by the way. Good job, Terrence, for breaking that. But I mean,
you broke that.
I was the first. I was the very first one to
Campbell
break
or
it.
Terrence Holton?
No difference.
But no, I love this BYU team. I think they're very entertaining. They're going to get shafted a little bit by the committee, and I do think they have something to prove, and they'll come out firing against USC. And USC as well. They have done really well in bowl games as of late. So I think it'll be the perfect matchup for this game because I think it brings the most entertainment value.
I want to go back to what you said for a second. You said the most realistic option. Let's just talk about that for a second, because it's a shame that we're still considered Pac-12 when it comes to these bowl games. Because now we're probably going to end up seeing Michigan versus Texas instead of USC versus Texas, and that's just a shame. Because this game would be electric, and Michigan, Michigan sucks. Michigan is the worst three-loss team.
Unbiased fan Anthony Bettino.
Michigan is the worst three-loss team in college football. And this game, Texas is going to blow them out. It's not going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, I will say me.
Let me address that in a second. I'm thinking about that.
Keep talking. Let me think this. It's a bowl game. Like we want.
Michigan doesn't have one good win. They lost to all the ranked teams this season. They're not a good team.
No, I agree with you.
Bryce Underwood's going to overthrow all of his receivers.
Think of other 9-3 teams.
But it's also
his ankles.
It's a bowl game though. Like Arch might play like a quarter, maybe a half, and I don't know.
No, he's going to play the whole game, dude.
Yeah, I think.
Are you kidding me?
Game.
What does Arch have to lose? He's not going in a draft.
Unless they blow them out, then why wouldn't he?
What does he have to gain?
Stock for next year.
Yeah.
For the next year's draft.
Yeah.
He was getting so much hate this season.
People were calling him one of the biggest flops in college football history.
He saved his season.
Which I don't think is true, by the way.
Did you sell your stock, Terrence?
Of course not.
Still kind of stock.
Archman, whoa.
I saw the receipts.
Whoa.
You sold it.
No, it's on Twitter. There's Twitter proof that I did not sell my stocks.
We got the Twitter receipts that Arch Manning stock has not been sold. Look, but we kind of alluded to where we want to see him play, but now let's really get into it. What goal bowl game do you want to see? What's your dream?
Oh.
Wow. Dream bowl game location.
These are...
I misinterpreted this question.
Terrence, that really caught me off guard. Terrence, we gotta start. First off, this is a really weird map.
Yeah, it is.
Second off,
graphics,
North Carolina.
Graphics team, I love you guys. That's not where Orlando, North Carolina, or Singapore is.
Correction, North Carolina.
North
Carolina. I just don't think that's Earth.
That may not be Earth. Yeah, it's a vague representation of maybe Europe. Yeah.
Vague representation of Earth, but we're getting distracted by the globe. Terrence, Singapore?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate?
Yeah, sure. All right, so a couple days ago, came home from Thanksgiving break. You guys want to know which movie I watched on the plane?
I don't.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yes.
Dang, you got it. The number one
Why
plane.
are you on that?
Number one plane movie.
Because
but also it's also set in Singapore. If I want to see them go into a bowl game, I would love to see them play somewhere fun,
jet-lagged?
somewhere new. Well, the other team would also be jet lagged.
Yeah, so it'd be a bad football.
Plus, you could try and raise that international support, some international NIL funds. Everyone always talks about the first one to get the Saudi Pro Fund into college football. That's the next dynasty. What if they find that money in Asia? What if they find it somewhere else? They raise some supporters. They garner a huge USC fan base in Asia.
In what? In Singapore?
Yeah.
I never really thought of Singapore as a football country.
No, not really. I don't think it's... No, not at all, actually.
When I think Singapore, I don't even know what sport I think of when I think of Singapore.
Probably none, if we're being honest. I don't really think of any sports, to be honest.
Let me present you with a little counteroffer here. The 3 best words to be put together.
North Carolina?
Nope. The 3 best words to be put together. Nope. The 3 best words to be put together. Duke's Mayo Bowl.
That's your okay.
I think it's Pop-Tart Bowl, but I'll let you go on.
Okay, so it's historically a Big Ten bowl, so USC would not be in it this year probably, but in the future. And just playing for Mayo, like, come on, that just sounds so fun.
They already did that in the Holiday Bowl.
Are you one of those guys who like scoops mayo to the jar by your hand?
Casey takes a spoon.
I don't even like mayo.
Wait, this is the mayo jar and this is the spoon. Casey's just going in like this.
He doesn't even use a spoon.
Set the record
straight. He
straight.
uses his hand.
Set the record straight. I don't even like mayo.
No,
I just like the idea of playing for mayo.
You like the idea of
I like the idea.
You like the concept of mayo.
Like I would dabble in it a little bit. I don't eat it though, so I just want to.
Okay, Dylan, go. What do you?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I misinterpreted this question. I thought this was like a realistic like dream bowl location because I thought the
lighten up a little bit.
I thought the
dream bowl location. What do you mean realistic?
Because no one wants to go to San Antonio, Texas.
I feel like I'm the only one who like really took dream to the max.
Oh come on, playing for Mayo?
No,
come on.
If we were doing dream, I think it would be Hawaii, honestly.
Okay, but why'd you pick San Antonio? Because no one wants to go to San Antonio.
Because that's where it's going to be, and it's going to be a great bowl game. San Antonio's a nice little town. We could convert Wembanyama to be a USC fan. I think we can really do that. What? Wemby, Stephon Castle, get everybody on the hype train. UConn football sucks. Wembanyama does not have...
They went 9-3 this year.
I don't care. They play in a phony division.
Shout out Skylar Bell is a Blitnikoff finalist. What are you talking about?
Phony division.
They're not in a division.
They're not in a division.
They're independent.
Another bad take.
Another bad take.
It wouldn't be a Dylan episode episode without a bad take.
We can't end the show with
Listen,
one.
if they play Texas like you guys are saying, and USC crushes Texas, that just is a good sign to convince Wembanyama to donate money to the USC program.
This is
They
very
would not.
confusing.
They would not crush Texas. I think they could win, but they would not crush Texas.
You never know. But we
think Jared
need to
will have
convince
thoughts for
Victor Wembanyama because he's gonna be a billionaire when it's all said and done. After his NBA career, he's gonna be like Beckham.
Can we cut your mic?
I don't think Wemby would care one bit if they played in San Antonio.
I kind of agree.
I don't think he would like.
Anthony,
I don't think he would. I don't think he might even know about it. He's got way more important stuff to do.
Anthony, can you explain Orlando/Madagascar?
slash Cuba.
slash Madagascar. Well, that's where the Citrus Bowl is, Terrence.
Madagascar?
No, Orlando, Florida.
Gotcha.
Well, look, if we're not going to be in the college playoffs, we might as well go to the Citrus Bowl, in my opinion.
Right.
It's one of the biggest other ones outside the playoffs. I feel like that's where the spot. We're a big program. We need to get back on the map, and winning the Citrus Bowl, not being in the playoffs, that's like the next best option.
Right.
So even though it is Cheez-Its now, which really bothers me,
I love that.
Cheez-Its.
The Cheez-Its Citrus Bowl? I love it.
No, it really bothers me.
That doesn't make
They go
sense.
together.
Why are there Cheez-Its
I
and
do
Oreos?
think Minute Maid needs to buy the rights to it.
Yeah.
The Minute Maid Citrus Bowl?
That could go. That would be good. I messed with that.
Hired me for advertising.
No, I like the Cheez-Its.
Okay.
Well, on to the teams that will actually play in bowl games that actually matter. We are a few weeks away from the college bowl playoffs, and Terrence thinks he knows how the bracket will turn out. So, Terrence.
Of course I do.
Well, Terrence,
Let's take a look at it. All right, I'm going to quickly run through things, and then we'll just talk it over. All right, I have Oregon beating North Texas winning the American Conference, Oklahoma over A&M. I'm going to get to this game. I'm going to peel back on this in a second. Georgia over Miami. I have Alabama getting that bye, meaning Georgia beats Miami. Then I have Virginia taking down Ole Miss in Oxford. Go Hoos! Wahoo wah! They're taking down Ole Miss in Oxford. Then I have Oregon over Alabama. Ohio State over Texas. Texas Tech over Virginia. Indiana, Georgia. Texas Tech takes down Indiana. And it's Ohio State over Texas in the CFP title. Thoughts?
Texas.
First off,
There's no Longhorn graphic on here.
Texas Tech.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
But carry on.
first off,
Such a
I
nerd.
want to address no Notre Dame.
No Notre Dame. No Notre Dame.
Really?
No Notre Dame.
Indiana's not losing to Texas Tech.
Wait, I will elaborate on the Notre
I'm
Dame
gonna
thing.
1 point at a time. You can't put Notre Dame in over Miami. That's just 100% a reality. Right now, I believe that they are the odd man out. Unless something were to happen on Sunday, I'm trying to think of the scenarios where they would not get in. Like a Duke, no, that doesn't help them either. They need Alabama to lose. They need Alabama to lose, which I don't think happens. Miami has the tiebreaker. I don't care that Notre Dame has looked better. They play nobodies. The games have to matter. The games have to matter.
But they won't.
Well, like you're right.
Notre Dame
you're
beat
right.
Miami.
You're right, but the
you're
committee's
right
not
that
gonna
it
be-
should matter, but I don't see a world where the committee doesn't.
They have been
Notre Dame.
slowly inching Miami closer and closer, and I think this is the week where they overtake it. The CFP chair, he keeps saying that the rankings are going to change. No matter what they are right now, Miami is going to jump Notre Dame.
I will say, though, I think Miami has a better chance of making the playoff if Duke actually does win that ACC championship game. Because then Duke's not going to be in. They have way too many losses.
But then you have a different... I don't think it matters that much, because then you maybe have like James Madison.
But Duke's not beating Virginia.
Okay,
that's a whole thing.
I have that.
that's
Yeah,
a
I
good
have
thing.
that.
Yeah. But so you really think that the committee is going to put 2 ACC teams in and not Notre Dame?
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
ACC teams.
Well, one ACC team has to make it, and the other has the tiebreaker. That's
But I don't think
fully
the
what I believe.
tiebreaker. Like I agree with you, but I don't think the committee cares about the tiebreakers because
I'm telling you, I think they realized that they messed up early in the rankings by having Notre Dame over Miami. They've been slowly trying to correct it. That's what they're doing here. They're going to end up with Miami over Notre Dame.
I feel like they've run out of time to correct that, though.
What do you mean
have
the committee though? Like the AP poll or the CFP? Because it's
CFP.
who's above who right now?
CFP.
Who is above?
Right now, Notre Dame is,
Yes.
and they are going. Miami is going to leap them. I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
I want to know
Or else
why
it's a travesty. It's a
How
complete
could
utter
they leap?
travesty.
How would they leap them? if
Yeah,
they're not
I don't
playing?
I'm just telling you right now
It's not
that Notre Dame is not going to get in.
Source, trust me, bro. But Terrence,
We're going to come back to this clip in, 5 days?
No,
whatever it is.
I would ask Terrence about North Texas, though, because...
Let's do it, yeah.
I mean, you got North Texas, you got Tulane, you got James Madison, so why North Texas?
North Texas is going to win the American Conference. They are the best passing attack in the country. Eric Morris heading to Oklahoma State. He's going to do great things. Drew Messinger, arguably one of the best quarterbacks in Power 4, if not the best.
Texas Tech is not beating Indiana.
Yes, they are.
No,
best
they're not.
D-line in college football.
So?
You spent all your time on Miami. We can't talk about it anymore.
You know what? I'm actually not too torn up about the Texas Tech Indiana pick.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of Texas Tech actually in this.
Yes.
Well, not a fan. But
I like them too.
I don't. I'm here for the pick.
I don't think they'll
Okay.
beat Indiana, but I do.
They're not beating Indiana. That offense, I mean, it's ridiculous.
They're beating Indiana. We're going to see it tomorrow where Indiana's offense.
You seem really butthurt about what we have to say about you.
I think you're just completely wrong about. I think you're just completely wrong.
Upset.
I think you're just completely wrong about Miami.
Indiana is going to lose to Ohio State by like 10 points, and you're going to laugh in everyone's face as if they got blown out.
They are
when in
going.
reality, they're the
They're
best.
going to lose. I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to lose 20-7 to Ohio State. They're going to put up 7 points, and Texas Tech is going to roll them. Not roll them. Beat them by like 3.
I do love the Ohio State pick. You know I love that pick. I don't see a world where they don't win. But one team currently projected in the playoffs recently lost their head coach, along with about a dozen other teams. So we thought it might be a good time to address those hires with start, bench, cut.
All right.
This should be a good one, guys. This has been like the storyline of the year.
Yeah.
And this is by far the hardest one we've had. And this is by far the hardest.
No, I think it's actually the easiest one. I'll go first.
You go first then, yeah.
Starting Kiffin, benching Franklin, and cutting. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't really care.
What?
Whoa. Bob Chesney?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm cutting.
great coach.
He's not,
Known group of 5 hater, Dylan Luden.
Hang
Group
on.
of 6.
No, he's not going to do anything at UCLA. I'm so sorry. It's just so hard to do something at UCLA. Look, he can try to get them back into at least being a winning program again, but he's not going to do anything, at least in the city of Los Angeles. He's going to lose all of those
Pasadena.
high-end LA recruits, OC recruits, California recruits to USC. I just don't see him making a really big impact at UCLA compared to the other two.
Casey, you want to go next? Or
Actually, I want to go last.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I will start James Franklin. I think that's a phenomenal hire. We've seen what he's done so far. He's flipped basically every single one of Penn State's recruits.
I was going to say,
brought him with it. He's
their
done
recruiting
a
class
phenomenal
went up
job.
so much.
He got fired for winning 10 games every year. If he can do that at Virginia Tech, I'm gonna tell you right now, he'll be there 1-2 years and he's gone. But it's a great hire for now because I think they'll win the ACC and then he's going to leave for somewhere else. But in that time, they're gonna be so happy. I am benching UCLA and Bob Chesney.
Wow.
I think that's a phenomenal
Really?
hire. I think that was one of, if not the best hires they could have made. And I am cutting Lane Kiffin in LSU. This has disaster written all over it. This has disaster
Look,
written all over
I'm
it.
not the biggest Lane Kiffin supporter, but
it is
disaster?
ego versus ego. It is Lane Kiffin versus Governor Jeff Landry of Louisiana. In about 4 years, when Lane Kiffin doesn't win a national championship, they're going to pay him $40 million to leave, or he's going to leave for the NFL. Everything is just a stepping. Everything is just a stepping stone for Lane Kiffin. This isn't his last stop. I promise you that.
I don't know. Everywhere he's gone, though, he's made his.
All right,
he's made success.
Better.
Yeah.
He's made the program better.
Also with Chesney, I want to go back to Chesney.
No, let me say
counterpoint.
mine.
USC. He did not make USC better.
No, well, he
Yeah,
had a bunch of sanctions. It's really hard.
He was tarmac.
All right.
No.
So I actually have the same exact, and I this is crazy. I have the exact same as Terrence. I am
agreeing.
starting James Franklin. I am benching Chesney, and I'm cutting Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, yes, had one good season this year, but it took him this long.
Okay.
After.
Can I also point out how Lane Kiffin left his dog in Oxford? Juice Kiffin was fake.
It's not actually his dog.
What?
Oh my gosh, this is a rabbit hole we'll go down after the show.
Can I finish my point, or are you going to talk about canines? Okay.
Canines.
What has Lane Kiffin proven other than he can, in however many years it's been, finally get a team?
Why are we
to win?
acting like Ole Miss is some historical program?
James
They're not.
James Franklin
Ole Miss
of
is
the
not an
SEC.
historical program.
He's been there for 6 years.
James Franklin
Yeah,
of
he's
the
brought them
SEC.
to college football playoff for
Yeah,
the
he's the
first
James
time.
Franklin in the SEC. That's a good way of putting it.
and then he
Speaking
left.
of James Franklin, top 25 recruiting class. Virginia Tech is in a wide open division. They can make the playoff next year.
100%. Easily.
But I want to talk about Chesney though. I think this is huge for UCLA. They have not had a good recruiter
This is a
in a long
splash
time. Deshaun Foster was not a good recruiter.
I don't know, but he has no West Coast connections at all. He has
I
no
don't
West
know if
Coast
that
He's a
matters
great
that
coach.
much.
I
don't
think
know
it
if
does
that
matter when you're trying to win recruits in the Southern California, Northern
Lincoln
California,
Riley doesn't really have West Coast
Yeah.
recruits. They have a number 1 recruiting class this year.
Yeah, but he's at USC. It's Lincoln Riley. It doesn't really matter. You're
UCLA
gonna
is still-
go to him no matter
I
what.
Bob
people
Chesney
respect
wins
Bob
games.
Chesney a lot,
Bob
though.
Chesney wins.
Chesney is a
Wait,
winner.
I'll chime in here. I am going to do start Franklin. We've been over that. I think he can totally win the ACC. That is a phenomenal place for him to be at. He can dominate the ACC. I'm going to bench Kiffin just because of LSU. I think that he can just grab in a lot of people a lot easier than
That's true.
UCLA.
That's true.
And that's kind of the main reason. He's a good coach. I don't see a ton in him, honestly, just because people hype him up, but he's never won a national championship as a head coach, and I feel like until he does that, he's kind of just another
There's
good.
a lot of people who
He just-
haven't won
I think that James Franklin
He
and
doesn't
Lane
even make the
Kiffin are
playoff
each
usually.
other
Yeah.
of the
But-
other division.
I'm cutting Bob solely really because it is UCLA. I think it's a really great hire for them, but stacking them against VT and LSU, it's just a bomb in the barrel. Like, great hire, but he doesn't stack up to the other schools, unfortunately.
He's going to build a program.
He will, but as of right now, that's where I'm at. But we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we talk NFL pretenders, the World Cup drawings, and make our early March Madness winter predictions. Don't go anywhere. The water cooler will be right back.
We go to Trojan Vision to laugh, to learn, to create.
Because we need that indescribable feeling when the lights go up and the cameras are rolling.
Somehow, even homework feels good in a place like this.
Because here, it is.
Welcome back to the water cooler. I'm Anthony Patino, joined alongside again by Terrence Holden, Dylan Luda, and now Campbell Donovan. So guys, winter is coming, and so is the NFL playoffs. With that just around the corner, I want to know who you guys think are pretenders.
I'll let you guys go first.
We know where to start here.
I have never seen an offense so loaded with superstars be so similar to the University of Iowa playing football than the Philadelphia Eagles. It is embarrassing to watch your team run the ball, pass the ball, do literally anything. Everything we are seeing is that of a pretty much incompetent offense. Defense, phenomenal. I'll give you that. They blew a 21-0 lead against the Dallas Cowboys just a few weeks ago. They lost to the Chicago Bears.
And don't forget, they lost to our New York Giants.
Which, by the way, Campbell, what your pretender they lost to, they are a bad team. Dylan, take it away.
Yes. By the way, the NFC East, I will say this as a Giants fan, Anthony, the weakest division. They are so terrible this year. The Dallas Cowboys are the second best team. They're 500. The Philadelphia Eagles offense and points for are the worst team out of any division leader in football. They have the least amount of points for out of any divisional leader. I'm glad A.J. Brown's doing much better, but Saquon Barkley has really lost a step. Jalen Hurts is too worried about looking too clean on the football field. Terrible. And I get their defense, but Jalen Carter just got injured. They're going to be...
In their defense, in Saquon's defense, that O-line has been beat up. I'll give you that.
Downhill.
But Campbell, I can pretty much see smoke coming out of your ears. What are you thinking?
I was going to let you guys finish with the Eagles.
I think we're done.
I'm not going to sit here and defend the Eagles. The Eagles
all right, nice.
Offense is
that's
not...
a first. That's a first.
The Eagles' offensive line would be better if Big Dom was on the field.
And if we had some changes in the coaching, which I'll get to a little bit later, I think the Bears are the pretenders right now. They have won all their games. Almost all of their wins have been against losing record teams. They're facing the Packers.
Did they beat on Friday?
Let's ignore that for a second.
Let's ignore that. That's a pretty good win.
That's a pretty good.
The Eagles might have been a little bit tired post-Thanksgiving.
So
I'm not saying the
Bears
I'm not saying the Eagles are amazing.
Are you aware that Thanksgiving is on the same day for everybody?
I'm not saying that the Bears or the Eagles are like this superstar team, but the Bears, all their wins have been kind of close games, kind of ugly games too.
Make a good point.
They got crushed by the Lions, and the Bears are playing the Packers twice. They have a really hard upcoming schedule, so I'd like to see at least how they do with actual competition, actual playoff caliber teams before I see if they actually have, a chance at the playoffs.
I will say you can make the same case with the Patriots, who aren't on here, by the way.
That is true. I was a little surprised no one picked Patriots.
I'm actually very surprised no one picked the Patriots. I mean, their schedule has been incredibly easy.
Yeah, I mean, Drake May is the MVP leader, I think.
Drake May definitely will be the MVP leader.
Yes, presently, yeah.
I'm going Denver Broncos.
Interesting.
Let's start with the leader. I'm going to take a page out of your book here, Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Picks. We got Mo Picks leading the Denver Broncos. Look, he's good. He's not a championship quarterback. He is not the leader of the team. I don't want him, personally, I don't want him being the leader here. I don't want him being...
I will say that I think they have the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah, they have...
100%.
They have Eagles syndrome where they have a kind of boring offense and a phenomenal defense.
Whoa. I would never call the Eagles offense boring.
Recently it's been pretty boring. When you guys use the tush-push, that's boring.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm not doing the tush-push.
And then you false start on every single play.
Oh, and then the refs need to coach better. I don't know what to tell you. Or the refs
are coaching? The refs are coaching now?
The refs need to ref better. Also, any other team could do it, so why aren't they?
Why aren't the Eagles scoring more points? That's what I think. You have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts.
Saquon Barkley!
By the way,
I'm not going to get into this, but the play calling...
I have been a Jalen Hurts defender really up until this year. Because it's been so boring. Yeah. He can't throw the football downfield.
Well, also
I could throw to Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
Well, every single play
You could throw to Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown.
3rd and 2 every single time. I don't know why we're calling those play calls, but I'm not going to get into that now because, again, that is a conversation
Fire
for later. 100%. Again, that's for later. I'm saving my anger at Kevin Patullo for a little bit later.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for Campbell's lid to really blow off.
I feel like it just did pop off there.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't even know if I would consider the Broncos
a contender.
A contender, yeah.
Low key.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can't be a pretender if they aren't.
I mean, I know they're my pick, but they're 10-2.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say
because they're 10-2.
They're kind of winning with devil magic. Yeah. It's weird.
No, but
they win
that's
weird.
actually
so,
that's actually my point. That's my
you.
point of why I think they're pretenders. Because they're 10-2. But I feel like it's kind of like the Chiefs last year, where they just somehow were winning every game.
Yeah.
But if you look at the schedule,
and who else is like that? The Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah.
Somehow they are winning away every game. Ugly wins. A win's a win. Not when you get to the playoffs. It's not.
Well,
wait.
No.
Wait.
If you're scraping away at wins just to get a better record going into the playoffs,
but some might say they are battle tested.
I agree with that.
I don't know if I agree with that at all.
I do agree with you that the upcoming schedule is pretty key. Packers are the boogeyman of the Bears, so I do agree.
But the teams they've played before aren't really that great of teams.
But I will say, in some of these games for the Bears and the Broncos, they made huge comebacks, and it was against I don't care, it's against my Giants, but still, they were both big comebacks.
Oh, crazy comeback against the Giants!
If you come back in the fourth quarter of a game like that, I feel like that tells you a lot about a team.
Dylan, how many fourth quarter losses did we have?
A lot.
Exactly. But
a lot.
If you've ever wondered if the average USC student could identify USC athletes, our very own water cooler crew tested this theory on Guess a Trojan, and the answers might surprise you.
USC athlete walked by you, would you know them?
I think I would you?
I think so, but today let's find out if other USC students know their fellow USC athletes. This is Guess That Trojan. Alright, first one should be an easy one. First athlete we have.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I have no idea. No
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No idea. First one right here. Alright, 1 for 1. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's go on to the next one. You watch football?
No.
Yeah, it's gonna be a no again, man.
Huh?
No.
Cheating my album. Right here.
You're gonna be thoroughly surprised at how little I pay attention to my own school's athletics.
These are getting harder. They're supposed to get harder.
Sorry. Okay, start with C?
Yes.
Basketball.
Correct.
C-H. Chase. Chris. Cole.
Baseball team.
No way I'm gonna.
You're right
Auburn.
there.
I don't know his last name.
Chad Baker Mazar.
Chad Baker.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah.
He's good?
He's
been doing well?
Yeah, he's been doing well. I mean, 3 for 3. Let's go a little more niche here.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Still no idea.
No. Robert,
Go Robert.
Wow. I'm very surprised, but honestly, after I saw the lineup myself, I had to respectfully bow out. I probably could have gotten through.
I think the overall message is we got to do better as a school. Hopefully next time we'll improve. Join us next time on Guess That Trojan.
Well, it's time for one of our favorite segments of the year, our March Madness prediction winners. So, how this is going to work is we all have a piece of paper and an envelope. We're all going to write down who we think will win the men's and the women's tournaments. And then in April, when a champion is crowned, we'll open the envelopes up and we'll see how off we are. All right, guys. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Wait, can I grab a piece of paper?
Let's get into this.
Here you are,
So
Casey.
we grab one each for both, and we write both.
Share.
We write both.
You can write who you think who's going to be dancing all the way through.
Yeah, and I'm writing men's and women's on this.
Okay.
Yes, men's and women's.
Yes, men's and women's. Okay. Casey, who are you thinking about as you patiently wait for?
I'm thinking about a certain team in the desert right now.
Can you just elaborate? Don't speak in tongues for the first time in your life. Okay.
Thank you, actually.
That's not a compliment. All right, Casey, talk about Arizona.
Arizona has some serious depth. They have some serious young talent. I love Koa Pete. I mean, I've been watching him this year. I was at the game against UCLA at Intuit Dome. Braden Burries, too, has been so fun to watch. He should have come to USC, but he decided to go to U of A.
Sell his soul.
Del Orso, Jaden Bradley has had a phenomenal season. Arizona has the Michigan State type of depth this year, and I know you're making a face, but
They do have the Michigan State depth, which I'll get into.
they have the Michigan State depth, but I feel like they have even more talent than Michigan State this year, and that's why I have Arizona. I don't even think that's a crazy take. They're the number 2 team in the AP poll right now.
No. Of course, it's not a crazy take here. This is my counterpoint. Once again, Arizona is doing what they always do.
It's Arizona basketball.
They
Yes,
are
I agree.
peaking at the wrong time. They do this every single year where they peak early season.
How do you know they're peaking, though?
Because they are number 2 in the country and knocked off UConn and Stores.
Peaking would be number 1.
It's so difficult to talk with you sometimes. You know that? It's so difficult.
I love how mad I make you.
Well, I want to get into something that you alluded to a little bit, which is Michigan State, I think, is a bit of an underdog going into this March Madness. A bit. They're number 7 in the country. They're not at the top right now. It's no Michigan. And their defense is easily the best in the country right now. Jeremy Fears
How are they underdog?
They're an underdog. Wait,
didn't you just say that?
I said they're an underdog, but I don't think they're no
They're
Michigan.
winning the Big Ten.
I mean, I would like.
Wait, I
think
think
they're
you're kind
gonna
of counteracting what you're saying. If you're saying they're an underdog, and then like they have the best defense,
How are
they're
you-
one of the best in the Big Ten.
I think that they went into the season.
arguably the greatest coach active in college.
No,
basketball.
I agree. They're ranked number 7, but they're not like everyone's
that
talking about.
underdog?
You're talking about
I
Michigan,
think
Purdue.
they
The Big
did-
Ten is one of the best basketball
They did
conferences.
start out
easily
lower
the best.
ranked in her defense.
Thank you. They started off number 11, and
Oh, they did?
they have one of. Yeah, almost 100% sure. Don't fact check me though. But
It's all right,
they
we can
also
be
have
wrong.
one of.
Trust me, bro.
They also have one of the best playmakers, and I just think that they have a really young team, a really excited team as well. So going into their first March Madnesses or first kind of like March in general, I think it'll be really exciting, and I think they're going all the way.
I'm taking Tom Izzo's arch nemesis. Not Michigan. I'm taking Duke. I'm taking the Blue Devils. They have who I believe to be the best player in the country, Cam Boozer, averaging 23-9. He might be better than Cooper Flagg. We called Cooper Flagg a generational player, a generational prospect for the NBA. Cam Boozer might be better. Cam Boozer might genuinely be a better
He is
player.
better.
I think he
can
might
do more
be.
than Cooper Flagg.
He is pretty incredible. And I think that Duke, John Shire, obviously the Final Four appearance last year, I think that this is their year. I think that they had a dominant team last year, one of the best all time. Couldn't get it done against a phenomenal
but-
Florida team, phenomenal Houston team.
I said
Not
this
Florida,
last year
Houston.
again with Cooper Flagg. Who are they going to rely on when Cam Boozer is taking the ebbs and flows of a freshman season? How long it is. I don't think they have the depth that these other teams
They have 3 other guys averaging double digits.
Yeah, double digits, but where's the depth coming from?
How is that not? How is
That's their
4
starting
people
lineup.
average? How is 4 people averaging a total of 50 points, not depth?
Because the rotation, you look at the bench, it's not that deep. It's not as deep as Arizona.
I'm just wait. I don't think Arizona's that deep as deep as you think.
That's ridiculous.
How so?
They have they counteract.
I think it's the exact same thing as Duke.
No, they have a good bench.
I think it is the exact same scoring metrics as Duke. It is very similar. Duke is top 3 in KenPom. They're one of 3 teams, I believe.
Oh,
They're
he's a
top.
KenPom
I'm
guy.
a big KenPom guy. That is top 10 in both offensive and defensive scoring adjusted efficiency. They're one of 2 teams to do that. I'm not going to say the other team yet because I want to see if you pick it. But they're.
I probably did not.
Well, you may have accidentally.
Okay, then
And
let's
with
see,
that,
let's
look,
see what you got. Aaron.
This was kind of tough for me because, given last year, I wanted to go with a chalk-up answer, but it's early, so I thought maybe things could change. And the past few years, I've really been riding the Alabama basketball wave.
Oh.
Oh God!
I think they're
not one of those people.
I think they're number 12 right now.
Anthony, you see that? That was a swing and a miss. That's what that was.
I know you guys are
there.
gonna give me
That
hate
was a
for
very
that.
unathletic swing.
I'm sitting down.
Look,
I can't get a full
that's why
like,
we're
rotation.
here and not on the field.
I can't get a full rotation. I have my arm rested on here.
But yes, I'm going Alabama. I've really been on their wave the past few years. I think they have.
How's
a very
that done
good
for
team.
you?
What's that?
How's that done?
But they're
for
not
you
the
last
same
few
team
years?
they were. Like they don't have Mark Sears.
I think they're still a very solid team. I think they can go very far the rest of the season. I think they can make a pretty solid run. But we've been talking about men's for a while. Let's get into women's.
Last thing for men's, no one. I'm shocked no one picked Michigan or Purdue. Purdue was the other team, by the way.
Purdue chokes.
Yeah, it's Purdue. Like,
I guess, but
It's
I think they have
Purdue, and
arguably
also,
the two best players in the country.
They couldn't win with Zach Edey. Like,
I also
Yes.
think that like it's kind of early for them, and I'd like to see all of I just want to see Big Ten play. And
Yeah.
Big Ten is going to be such a
Big
competitive
Ten conference is going to
this year.
say a lot.
Yes.
realistically, Purdue is going to win the Big Ten, but
Yes.
they're going to choke in the third round of the.
They're going to choke. When it comes to the actual whole tournament, they're going to choke.
Yeah, let's get into women's though, because not liking what I'm seeing on Terrence's envelope, not to be cheating a little
right,
bit.
well, then what do you got there,
Terrence?
Terrence?
Speak your truth.
I have UCLA. I think UCLA might be the best team in the country. I think they have some of the best players, the Betts sisters, Kiki Rice. I think they're a phenomenal team. I just unfortunately think that UCLA might be the best team in the country. They made a run to the national championship, or not the national championship, Final Four last year. Paige Beckers and UConn kind of dominated them. They've learned from their mistakes. They returned almost everybody. Gabriela Jaquez didn't even mention her. I think they're unfortunately one of the best teams in the country, if not the best.
I want to argue against you so bad, but to be honest, I can't.
It's
Did
right.
you take them too?
No, I didn't. But it's like really hard to disagree with what he's saying. Like I don't think they're gonna end up winning, but like they're definitely up there.
Right?
They're definitely could be the final.
I think a minimum they are a Final Four team, or else the season's a disappointment.
I got South Carolina. They destroyed USC.
Please, Casey, go ahead.
That game. I mean, it all comes down to coaching for me. I had a hard time not picking UConn.
Yeah.
I don't think Corey Close is that good of a coach. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
I don't
to
think
say.
she has respect for her players. Yeah.
What?
See the handshake line?
Whoa.
See the
Oh
handshake
yeah,
line
I
there?
saw that, but it's a one disgruntled player who was rude to her.
Yeah.
What?
We don't know what happened behind
okay.
closed doors. Don't get me
She's
wrong.
a good coach,
but come on, dude.
I don't think she's in the same echelon as Gino and Dawn Staley.
Okay, fair. Yeah,
I
those are
agree.
legends.
I
Those are
agree.
legends.
Say
Yeah,
that,
fair.
but like
It
those
always
are
comes-
two of the greatest.
Yeah, you're talking about.
Those are the two
you're
greatest
talking about
coaches.
Dawn.
Those are
Yeah,
the two
come
greatest
on.
coaches
But it
in
always comes
college
down to
basketball.
coaching. though.
Ever.
So
Especially
yes,
in the women's game, because retention is so much higher than the men's.
yes, but there has been more depth recently, and overall, I think there's been more talent spread across the country in women's college basketball than we have ever seen.
But what happened to
I
UCLA
agree.
last year?
I totally
Yeah,
agree.
you're 100% correct, but I think that team
It's also
who
against,
returned so many people.
UConn,
They
who
also-
had that team building for years.
UConn was
Exactly.
destined to win.
UCLA has
Yes.
done what UConn did those last few
Paige Becker's
years,
storyline
and they are
last
doing
year
it.
was
Yeah.
destined.
Yeah,
to
but
win.
exactly.
That was like fate.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they're equally as talented this year, but they're still they've retained a ton of players.
That's exactly what.
So has South Carolina.
You're making my argument for me, but okay.
Yeah, but you can also make that argument for South Carolina.
They also brought in transfers though, and that adds a level of just uncertainty.
Instability.
Instability.
Okay, well,
Exactly what I was
that's
going to say. Well, I will be taking the other USC, the better USC, if you will. I will be taking the Trojans, and
Really?
my only reason is because
Unbiased,
Juju?
unbiased opinion.
without Juju, because I think in some ways Juju is still so prominent in the team, and I think there's almost like a fuel of wanting to win on behalf of her and filling this void that has made them step up a little bit. Jazzy is playing out of her mind, and I think
I don't know about that.
I don't know about out of her
know.
mind. She's been good.
She's been good.
I,
She's
but I
having
think
good
she's
expectations.
also
16
been
on-
improving.
16 on poor three-point efficiency.
Look,
To be
I'm
fair,
taking
Juju did have
USC.
good efficiency.
Sure.
I think that they have something to prove because they don't have Juju, and I would just like to see them.
Guys,
have a
what if in the say USC makes the Final Four, and then all of a sudden music starts playing, and Juju Watkins runs on the total Royal Rumble style. Oh my God, it's Juju Watkins!
It's not happening.
Okay, God, you are such a buzzkill.
Well,
sometimes.
the one problem with that is, Terrence, is they have to make the Final Four.
Yes.
And I realistically don't see that happening.
Who do you
this
have
year.
though? Who do you have?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I have a team I talked about already on this show. I have Michigan. And you know how much that pains me to say. But I have
God,
Michigan.
you guys are just picking.
Known Michigan fan,
Yeah,
Anthony Patino.
seriously.
I'm picking Michigan, even though I hate them so much.
We're
but-
picking. Wait, sorry. We're picking the favorites. You're mad that we're picking the favorites?
That and also just like the teams that we hate.
Well, okay, we're picking the favorites. USC got
wasn't talking
blown
about Arizona.
out
I
by
was talking
South
about Michigan
Carolina.
and UCLA.
They were blown out by South Carolina. I'm sorry that you're biased, Campbell, but they were blown out by South
UC got
Carolina
dominated by South Carolina.
and choked away a
To
lead
quote
versus.
Casey, at least they're not peaking early.
That was actually a Terrence quote.
That was a Terrence
sorry.
quote.
They might not peak at all without Juju.
I love Juju. She's obviously one of the best
Can't peak if
players
you're not in a mountain,
women's
you know?
basketball. But I just think there is so much
What does that
conversation.
even mean, Casey? What does that even mean?
Casey, that mean what?
You can't peak if you're not at a high elevation, and USC's not going to be at a high elevation because they're just not a very deep team. They don't have bigs.
The bigs, they're really struggling.
Their front court sucks. Respectfully.
Oh, as long as it's respectful, then it's okay.
Respectfully.
Since you said respectfully, sure, that's fine. No, I don't know. I just think there's so much conversation around Juju that it makes, at least in my opinion, there's something to prove for.
But they didn't have Juju in the
There's something to
NCAA
prove,
tournament
but
last
they're
year. What
playing
happened?
such
Yeah, but
difficult teams.
they had her.
They
the
played like
entire
5
year.
ranked out of conference
But
teams.
that was so different because they were already at the tournament at that point.
Yeah.
Literally, the only conversation around USC basketball is there's no Juju. There's no other conversation right now.
But why?
Yes, but
why,
I think that's a pretty.
Why weren't they?
I think it's a fair conversation.
Why didn't they
I've
beat
had a
UConn
similar
last year?
conversation.
Why didn't they beat UConn last
Because it was Paige Beckers who has been on that team for 6 years
But
at
why?
that point.
What about you?
Technically, they did beat UConn last year.
You're right. But why didn't they beat UConn in the NCAA tournament?
And that team was arguably better.
And they didn't have Juju.
And how did
argument.
UConn do for the rest of the NCAA tournament?
Team was better than last year.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, I would
Yeah.
say so too.
But
yeah.
they also didn't have Juju.
It wasn't like they
and
were losing to some like random team. It was UConn.
Yeah. But they're gonna lose again to UConn.
I just
No.
It'll
No.
be
I'll give you this. I'll give you this. In a week, if USC can take down UConn in Galen Center, which I don't think they will, then you will have a chance with that.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I thought you were gonna say like, I'll buy you a donut.
That is what?
Yeah, Casey. I was.
Oh God.
What?
All right, we'll put the donut on.
Very
the
misleading offer.
What? That's a very big if though beating UConn. Very big if. But I'll go back into Michigan for a second. I talked about them already a few weeks ago. I'm super huge on Michigan right now. That Notre Dame win said a lot to me. I know they recently lost to UConn, but they were right there that entire time.
Yeah.
They were this close to beating the best team in the country. And I think that says a lot. They have a phenomenal big three in them.
So wait, you don't even think they're the best team in the country, though?
They're probably like
The best team in the country doesn't necessarily win the March.
yeah,
That's true.
Totally agree with their win.
that, yeah.
I know. I'll
You're
give
right.
you that. Right now, I don't think they're the best team in the country, and the record shows that. But I still think they can make an amazing run. I think they have an amazing coach. They have amazing players, and I think they're going to have crazy momentum. That Notre Dame win said a lot to me, especially after Notre Dame did beat USC.
Yeah.
I think they have a phenomenal chance, the best ones they've had in a very long time. But a lot to consider this summer's World Cup. Let's jump back into USC now, considering we didn't have a show last week. Let's rewind the crosstown rivalry and test how well USC students know the rivalry.
Hi, I'm Tess Butler, and welcome to the Water Cooler. On today's episode, we're going to be seeing if USC students know the history of the Victory Bell and how they feel about the UCLA-USC rivalry game. All right, who am I here with?
Eli Bittner.
Sabrina Monroe.
Alex Weber.
Isabella Lobina.
Kelly and Becca.
All right, so for our first question, it's going to be, do you guys know anything about the Victory Bell?
No.
No.
No. Yeah, no, Loki.
No. Is that the bell they ring during the football games on the big Jumbotron?
I don't think so.
Never mind.
How do you feel about the UCLA-USC game coming up?
Oh my gosh, I'm actually so excited because I'm a sophomore, so I've never been to like a UCLA game, so I'm very excited that it's here. I really don't know much about football. I'm more of a baseball, basketball person, but yeah, I'm hype. We better win.
I'm not going, but I like the spirit from both schools. Like, I like that we keep that rivalry up. It's fun, yes.
I'm excited. I'm also not going, but I'm going to keep tabs on the game and send screenshots whenever USC does better to my friend that goes to UCLA.
I don't think I'll be here because it's over Thanksgiving break, but I hope we win. I also won't be here, but I'm very excited to watch online.
Final question, what are your thoughts about UCLA?
Trojans are better.
Good school, but I also think Trojans are better.
Can I curse on here? Am I allowed to curse?
You can bleep it out.
I'm not cursing. You know what? UCLA, I hate them. Yeah.
Decidedly neutral, leaning on the negative side.
They suck.
Can I be mean? You can be mean if you want to. Yes. UCLA. No, I know. UCLA doesn't have as much spirit as USC.
Yeah,
so that's a fair point.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for watching The Water Cooler. We'll see you next week. Fight on.
Welcome back to The Water Cooler. I'm Anthony Patino, joined alongside Terrence Holden, Dylan Luden, Casey Calliser, and Cam O'Donovan. Guys, the couch is packed right now.
Full
Feeling a little
couch.
squished
Snug
over there?
as a bug in a
A lot
rug.
of body
It's
heat.
Thanksgiving.
over here.
We're all whole families together.
Real family bonding here.
I know.
Real family bonding for the last show. But it's the happiest time of the year, and in the spirit of giving, we started thinking, if we could give our city's sports teams anything, what would it be? Campbell, you were alluding. You got to start.
I don't know the best way to say this because I try to stay pretty positive.
Whoa,
So I don't
really?
What?
So I don't want to say fire Kevin Pachoa,
Yes,
but
you do. Just say it.
Say it.
Just say it. Just
It's
say
us
it.
going
I'm
to
gonna
say it.
say Parks Frazier, who's our passing coordinator, needs to be promoted to our offensive coordinator. He's worked so much with Sirianni in the past, and come on, guys, we talked about this. The Eagles' offense needs to have some type of change. Something is clearly going wrong. We have so many offensive threats, and it's time for Kevin to go, like now. So for Christmas,
Right now.
my city, specifically Parks in general, I think he's getting a really good Christmas gift. He's getting a promotion.
Yeah, what about Padula? What's he
Yeah,
getting?
how does it
How
go?
is
He's
that
getting
good?
coal.
Yeah,
He's
that's
getting
kind
coal.
of what I was getting. Yeah.
Well,
Naughty list?
a team that's gotten a lot of coal this year is the Raiders. They don't play in my city anymore. It's been 6 years since they have, but I'm asking for two gifts.
Everyone's leaving your city.
Okay, yeah. I'm asking for 2 gifts this year because I think
Whoa,
I've been
greedy.
Santa only is doing one gift.
Okay, I've been a good boy. I think
My lord.
Geno
Never say that
Smith.
again.
Geno Smith needs to go, and we need an offensive line. It's 2 things that go together. I think Santa can make an exception.
That's great.
That is 2 crazy things that go
very
together.
gritty.
When you have 2 wins, you can ask for these types of things. That's
No.
why the last team in the league gets the first pick in the draft. It's how it works. It's not a meritocracy. It's the opposite. Geno Smith, to his credit, he doesn't have any time, but he's still throwing in triple coverage every game. I was at the Raiders-Chargers game last
Blame
weekend.
everything on Geno Smith.
I saw a guy at the Raiders game. He had a sign. He said, "I just got divorced, and it's Geno's fault." And I was like, you know what? Geno probably had something to do with that.
Gino wrote back.
I was at the game. The Raiders have been just so bad, and the offensive line, it's injured. I like JPJ. I like some of those, the Colton Miller, but they're hurt. They need to get healthy. Give Ashton Genty a hole to run through.
Geno went back to just Geno.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, so I'll stick with the Orange County realm here, and I'm going to talk about the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Terrible name, by the way. Let's just switch it to
They're
Anaheim.
not called that.
Is that what that's your Christmas
They're
list?
not
You want to
called
just be
that
switched to Anaheim?
Well, that's one on my wish list, but my biggest
I
one.
didn't know everyone was getting so greedy.
I'm going.
Wait till you get
Says the one who
for
won the
mine.
Super Bowl last year.
I'm
Wait
going
for mine.
full overbroad
I
here.
want the Super Bowl, the World Series, the NBA championship.
Yeah, what about it?
Full overbroad. Artie Moreno needs to go. He's never going to sell the team.
It's not greedy. That's the same thing as yours.
Yes,
pretty much.
but he's the owner of the team.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
never going to sell it unless he dies. But he needs to sell the team.
You're wishing death?
I never said that. I'm just saying.
You're wishing death onto
I'm
another
just
man
saying-
on live television?
No, I'm just saying he needs to sell the team, but he won't unless he dies. That's the thing. He needs to sell the team. I
it's
really
kind of
hope
hard
that
to
he
sell
does
a
sell the
team if
team.
you're dead.
Well, he's
You
not.
realize.
His
Great point,
his
Casey.
children will not inherit the team. They have expressed interest in not inheriting a team.
It really sounds like you want this guy to die.
Not even.
Wishing death
I'm just
onto
saying
another
he needs to
man
leave.
in Christmas season.
He needs to
The
leave the
season
Angels.
of giving, the season
Nobody
of
likes
caring,
you.
You are
Dylan.
asking Santa to come down his chimney and kill him.
What did David Harbour? No, we're not talking about bloody Santa. But no, I mean the big picture is Artie Moreno needs to sell team, and I really hope that they trade for Nolan Arenado. That would be like.
Oh, that'd be ridiculous.
That's also two.
That's two big wish lists. Jets and
Santa
Nolan
can make an exception. They're
Arenado.
called the Angels.
All right.
They're called the Angels.
Yeah, but
that
Dylan's
is
wishing.
I'm not wishing anything. I'm just saying I wish he sells the team.
At least Dylan Luda's getting cold this Christmas.
If we learned anything today, it's that Dylan is getting cold.
No.
All right, Terrence, let's hear
Yeah,
yours.
all right, so mine, all right, we talk about greed. Mine's a little greedy because mine is a couple $1 billion ask. I am asking for a baseball team along the Willamette River in Portland, Oregon.
That'd be terrible. That'd be
What?
terrible.
I don't.
It's an awesome idea. It's an awesome
What do you mean?
idea.
Don't you guys have the Portland pickles
We
already?
do have the Portland
You have
Pickles.
the Hillsborough Hops
Oh,
already.
wait, y'all have the
Hillsborough
pickles? Never
We
mind.
have the Pickles and the
Never mind.
Hops,
forgot
but I
about
would
that.
love a Portland baseball team.
You guys know me. I'm kind of into baseball.
You don't know
I will fully be into baseball if Portland were to get a team. It would be so fun to watch a game looking out over, I don't know, Santa. In this case, Santa.
Phil Knight. Phil Knight will pitch.
That's a lot to ask of the
I
Elves.
will say Portland, like, it's like everyone in Portland's asking for it.
Yes, everyone. The PDX Diamond Project is taking
get
steam.
together a little bit, then maybe Santa will.
All of you donate $1. Maybe you guys can figure something out.
There's not a couple billion people
Maybe
in Portland.
$2. Maybe $2.
Maybe $2.
Phil Knight
still,
can do it.
That's still not.
Because that's Phil. You know Phil Knight, right?
I do know Phil.
Portland's
he
on the
didn't go to
naughty
my high
list.
school. But,
Portland's on the naughty
Portland's on the
list.
naughty list.
Yeah. Portland's on the naughty list.
Portland's on the naughty
and
list.
Oakland's on the nice list, I assume.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Okay, Anthony. Well, you're from New Jersey. What is New Jersey asking for Christmas?
Guys, the one thing New Jersey's asking for is a competent defensive coordinator for the Giants.
Yes,
I'm not even
thank you.
asking for a good one.
I
I'm
agree.
not asking for a great one. I just want someone who doesn't blow fourth quarter leads for like 5 games in a row.
Thank you.
We just need someone average. Just an average DC is
The
all
best
I'm
I can do is
asking for.
Kenny Norton Jr.
I'm really not asking for much here. Just a competent defensive coordinator.
And a head coach.
So we can win.
And a head
I like Mike Kafka, actually. If they did that, I wouldn't be that
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
I wouldn't be that mad about
I
it.
don't know if he's head coaching material, but I do like him too.
Anyway, look, with the semester almost over, we've been reminiscing, but let's really look back and see some of our old Instagram
I'm
posts.
curious to see what was.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm really scared about this. We're gonna see where it all began. And I'm pretty nervous to see what the producers pulled here.
Oh, wow.
I also must say that one of our producers, Andy Morelli, is at
Stalker.
credit for pulling.
Yeah.
Ladies, watch out. We got Bowtie Dylan.
I'm not giving Andy credit yet, just in case he really exposes me. But then again, maybe I should give her credit.
Okay.
Yeah, Dylan.
That almost doesn't look like you.
Prom, Hoko, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
so this was this was winter formal. This was the winter formal before COVID. When we were going to
COVID changed this man. He has a mustache now.
Yeah, I mean, also too, you can see there's a blonde streak in my hair, and that's because for baseball, for CIF, we all had to dye our hair blonde, and I was getting out of that phase. So this was me trying to pose up really hard with my boy Jack Holland, who was on football and baseball, but. Yeah, this was before COVID. Yeah, this was what, 2019. This was 2019.
Wow.
It was either homecoming or winter formal. I forgot which one, but it was before COVID.
All right.
You go to 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee with the boys?
I did not do that. We did some other stuff, but it was fun.
All right. Well, we're not gonna get into that.
Oh my
The hair.
Andy,
Wow.
where did you
Two
find
pods
this?
in two.
Oh wow.
Pause.
Where did you find this?
The frosted tips.
So my hair was fully bleached, and this was my hair growing out.
At least
of
I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
This is why
So I
Portland's on
lost
the
a bet though. I lost a bet, and I had to bleach my entire hair head. And this is
Yikes, man.
wow.
What year was this?
Gotta be sophomore year.
Let's talk about the outfit. Look at the pants, the Nike, the AirPods.
What are you doing with all those
your shoes, bro? Dude, look at your shoes.
Wow.
Terrence definitely was like top tier in the Fortnite Battle Pass right here.
That looks like someone who plays Fortnite.
Probably.
I probably would do the dances too.
Let's see who Andy's exposing next.
I'm kind of scared.
Let's see.
It's not even that bad.
He still looks like this.
It just looks like Casey now.
Yesterday?
It's not even that bad.
Is that from Thanksgiving break? Did you go to a Sharks game over
No,
break?
that was this was like 2019, actually.
I do like the mean mug though.
I was gonna say all the photos have been us like trying to like pose. Like, hard. It's just like
I think this is a
that
tough
makes
photo.
me really scared for mine.
This is a really tough
considering we're
photo.
talking about posing.
Let's see what we've got next.
Or Cable might be next. I don't know.
I mean, we can keep talking about me. This is a tough photo. I mean, it's during a Sharks game.
Tough photo.
I don't know about a tough photo,
Go
but
Sharks.
how old were you when this was taken?
It was 2019, so I was 14.
Wow.
14?
14?
You're 14.
Jeez.
I aged quickly, you know.
That's not a good thing to say.
I think you look quite.
I don't think you look that.
Oh, maybe then I
different.
don't age then. Okay, well,
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, yeah.
you know, I mean, I'm just having fun. My dad took this photo. I thought it was tough, honestly. It was my New Year's.
Very
You know
tough.
what, Casey? You're right. It's very, very tough.
Oh! Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Anthony Bettino, what's going on here, pal?
This is bad.
Wow.
Anthony.
Holy cow. How
So-
old were you?
Can you tell us anything about this?
Andy Morelli has ruined us all.
Is that your mom?
Not all of it.
Yes, that is my mom. Well,
God.
I have
What's
braces
going on here, pal?
Well, I have braces on.
Oh,
so
I saw a sneak preview of Campbell Donovan.
Oh yeah. Good, well,
so I'm probably like.
What's up with the glasses too?
Dude,
He's emo. Don't HMU.
I'm probably like
stuff.
9 years old there.
This is by far the youngest.
I like that. Is that like a filter on the side too?
I genuinely, the flower is like going over my hair.
Yeah.
So
I think it's tough. Yeah.
It's some kind of filter my mom used on a Facebook
Let's
post.
get over.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Who is that?
Come on.
Oh,
it's rigged.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Campbell just looks like a normal ginger. I mean, like.
The headband's a little. It's doing something.
Normal and ginger in the same sentence.
I feel like me, Anthony, and Dylan just got did dirty, and then
You guys got done dirty?
And-
What the heck was that?
you gotta scrub that.
I got done dirty.
How'd you even find that?
I bet that's on like
I
your
bet you
mom's.
went to my mom's Facebook.
Yeah, Andy definitely like contacted Mrs.
Andy,
Patino.
shout out to Andy Morelli for just exposing
Stalking,
Anthony.
yeah.
I appreciate it.
You know, he's gonna look back on that photo and say, "Hey, you know,
I know
that was my
someone.
childhood."
I know someone who helped her too, and I'm gonna have a very long conversation with them after this show.
Wait, hang on. We gotta ask. What was the worst one? I mean, I think it's consensus.
It was obviously mine. What do you mean it was the worst one?
Mine's just wholesome and happy.
Oh, I'm Campbell. I have a nice little picture of me holding a little baby. Me.
I mean,
all right, look, I gotta take the attention off myself here and whoever that was, but we're about to wrap for the semester. But before we do, Dylan is graduating, and this is his last show ever. So let's take a look at Dylan, some of his best moments.
I'm not,
you know me. I know they want. I want them to win against Oregon so bad.
Listen, I never said that. I just said.
What? That's what you just said.
I said they could. I said they could.
I said
I never said that they're not going to. I said that they could. I think it's more. I think it's more like
on the fence. Bro.
Listen, I think it's no. Let me finish. I think it's
fence sitter Dylan Luden. Actually,
I think it's more likely that they beat Oregon now than at the beginning of the year. I think Oregon's a little bit more vulnerable than they were coming into the year.
But I do.
USC. You definitely knew. You mean
it was
Penn State,
Freudian slip accidentally. You are right.
You don't lose in overtime if you're not good. I'm just gonna say this right now.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know, but they should.
Wait, but to be fair, it was against the number 2 team in the country.
Exactly. That's why they should still be considered an elite team because they went like toe to toe.
Penn State is the number 1 team at almost beating good teams.
Let me be controversial. I am starting mashed potatoes. I'm benching turkey and I'm cutting stuffing. Nobody likes stuffing, but the mashed potatoes will always be there for you.
Stuffing. Well, Dylan, we're wrapping up. Let's start with you. What was your favorite part of the semester?
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's so many, favorite parts of my semester. I mean, I think, just, being with you guys every week on Fridays was definitely a highlight. I mean, if we're talking about just a moment in the show, I mean, I think whenever we always do the Thanksgiving conversations, it's always hilarious on this show. I mean, there's so much stuff that gets revealed during those conversations.
Especially your admiration for mashed potatoes. Of course.
I love mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. Not hot dogs. Sorry, Casey.
And Casey's hate for vegans, apparently.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, apparently.
That's a proven thing.
But I mean, water coolers we're also creative, and that's where we thrive. And being obviously in the previous years as well, and with all the great crews that I've been able to work with on the water cooler throughout my time here at USC, it's been phenomenal. And I truly appreciate Water Cooler and Trojan Vision and everybody that has worked on this show so much.
It's been a pleasure to have you, Dylan. You guys want to run through your favorite moments real quick?
Ooh, it has to be Anthony. There's one right answer for us. It is costumed up, yelling at each other about Penn State. Yeah, there's no other.
Yeah, the Halloween episode. I take that back. The Halloween episode was the best one. I do agree because all of Casey's metaphors and whatever he was going through, that was crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Halloween. I think this is like a sweep for that episode. I mean, being a priest, being so holy for a day, and just being able to put everyone in their place because I'm authority. It's just
wow. Okay.
I don't know if you were putting everyone in their place. I will say Halloween was a highlight. Hearing the Penn State battles were a bit of a highlight, and I will say just arguing with you two about your hometown teams.
That is pretty fun. It's a pretty classic.
Just taking Wemby, no matter what.
That was a good one, actually. That was a good. Underrated.
That's one of my favorite moments of this semester. Anthony, what about you?
I'm going to have to go with Penn State on this one. That was pretty good. I've had some pretty funny conversations with my dad after that. But, Dylan, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And Dylan might be gone next semester, but the three of us are coming back. And you might see the four of us. Sorry, that meant the three of you guys and me. But you might see some new faces on the show next year. So let's bring them on, because next semester we will have Liam Irving, Judo Kanyas, Kyle O'Kay, and Alana Morgan on the show. Guys, how are we feeling?
Feeling great.
I'm feeling awesome.
Couldn't feel better. Here we go.
Nice.
Cooler.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. What are you guys the most excited to talk or, dare I say, argue about next semester?
Anything with Casey or Terrence, to be
honest. I agree with that. I will say also for the March Madness predictions, I had a different prediction than every single one of you. So I think debating that, getting into the World Cup, Olympics on the horizon, there's so much to talk about. USC sports, couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, same thing. I'm excited for USC sports in the spring. Also, maybe a couple Super Bowl predictions as we get into February. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to be on. Okay, yeah, of course. Sorry, Campbell. It's okay. But yeah, I'm excited.
No, yeah, USC, the NBA, obviously, a lot of exciting things happening. I'm a Warriors fan, which I know.
Casey
got excited.
We do not need another Bay Area fan
we
here.
do. That is exactly what we need.
I will just say the future of the water cooler is in great hands.
Rite of passage.
Rite of passage. And as Dylan passes the torch, as he said, it's going to be great. We got an all-star cast this semester. And trust us, you are not going to miss what we got planned next. But that's all the time we have today. And for the last time this semester, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Anthony Bettino. We hope you enjoyed the show and the season. And we'll come back to your home for USC Sports Banter. We'll see you next semester. Next time on The Water Cooler.